Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fourth Sunday in Ordinary Time. And today we're given in the Gospel the blueprint of all of Christianity, which is the Beatitudes. And the Beatitudes, just the way the scene is set up, is just it's showing that Jesus is the new Moses. So just like Moses went up the mountain to receive the law, Jesus is going up a mountain in order to give the fulfillment of the law, which is in the Beatitudes. And there's so much to be said about how everything is set up and how beautiful it is. But we want to just jump right in and notice that the last few weeks we've been talking about our new parish vision, our new parish mission, and then our values and how they fit in with the gospel, right? And so when we're looking at these Beatitudes, we have to see, first of all, are we living these Beatitudes, right? Do we think about the Beatitudes often? And if not, it would really behoove us to do so, to pray through the Beatitudes and the Lectio Divina, and to see why they're set up the way that they are. Because in order for us to remember our values, we talked about being bold, about being joyful, about being humble, and about being reverent. But in order to be joyful, we need to be poor in spirit, right? We need to have everything come from God. And that's how we're really going to find our joy. In order for humility, we need to be meek. Okay, so am I meek? Am I trying, rather than lashing out in anger or trying to get revenge, am I trying to be meek? And when I'm trying to be bold, do I accept it when people are not nice to me? And with the Beatitude, when there are insults and persecutions, right? Do I still nonetheless move forward in my belief with God and in my life in Christ? And then when we talk about being reverent, reverence is a realization really that comes with a purity of heart, where our hearts are just are likened unto God's, and we see God for who He is, right? And that's when we know it's like, man, I need to genuflect because Jesus is right in front of me. I need to kneel because the God of all of creation is here right in front of me. And so as we're examining these Beatitudes, we see why we picked the values that we did for our parish. And the Beatitudes is just one of those basics, so we're just like, man, I need to start taking my faith a little more seriously. Where should I turn? One of the first places to turn to is this gospel today, is the Beatitudes, because Jesus is giving us this new law, if you will, but it's not in contradiction to the Ten Commandments. It's a fulfillment of the Ten Commandments. The Ten Commandments, if you will, are like they're the low bar. It's like, don't kill people, don't steal. But that's not enough. Now, if we're not just talking about following the law, we're talking about love. And in order to love, love is done in freedom, and it's done with excellence. And so that's where we get the Beatitudes, and we see where our values lie and wherein our hearts are supposed to be. So as we approach the table of the Lord today and we receive Jesus, let us just examine ourselves with our the values that we have at our parish, and what Beatitudes help us with that, and ask ourselves how we're doing with the Beatitudes. And if the answer is not so great, then maybe as Jesus dwells in us, body, blood, soul, and divinity, let us ask Jesus to make us a people unto His own hearts, so that we might live the life of the Beatitudes and one day see Him in heaven face to face.